The Pictures in Motion team comprises a dedicated group of volunteers who are devoted to preserving our heritage, as represented by the moving picture art form, whether that be the cinema or television. Each Tuesday, it has been the custom for the Pictures in Motion team to participate in activities that enhance the museum's stature. Teams of cinema veterans and television veterans engage in work to either restore equipment or set up displays for future tours and exhibitions. You may remember our visit to the derelict Plaza Theatre in Hay Street, Perth. When the Pictures in Motion team rescued the Philips DP-70 projectors from the theatre, they were in bad shape. Over the years, they were subject to water leaks, whilst concrete cancer impacted on the bio-box structure, and many projector parts were found missing. The DP-70 projectors were first installed in 1960 for South Pacific in 70mm at the Plaza Theatre, which in 1966 was renamed the Paris for The Sound of Music. The projectors have now been stripped down and repainted, and missing parts sourced from around the world. Member Clive Woodward has been leading the team with the restoration, and it is hoped that they will again run film. Another addition to Pictures in Motion projection equipment is a Raycophone cinema amplifier. Made in Sydney in the early 1930s, the amplifier was designed to be wall-mounted between two projectors. Roy Mudge, curator of the museum, admires the restoration work done by member Graham Khan, who spent many hours working on the amp. "It sure sounds fine. Great work, Graham." In 2018, our museum gratefully received a donation from the Curtin University School of Film and Television. This donation was a fully working 3-camera broadcast standard television studio, complete with control room vision mixing, sound mixing, recording and monitoring equipment. Steve Smith, who was the technician in charge of this facility at Curtin, has been assisting John Quick, Tim O'Day, and Harry Smith reassemble this facility at Sunset. It is anticipated that by incorporating the former Channel 10 news desk, we may be able to set it up as an operating display studio. That could attract the interest of media students from various local high schools. Meanwhile, on Tuesdays, Keith Rutherford and Shauna Dean are found busy cataloguing the amateur or consumer collection. On Fridays, at Keith's home, the film library volunteers, as 16mm film assessors, are busy examining and reporting on donated films, both from the original State Library of WA transfer and private library donations. Reporting, culling and accession work has been taking place over 3 metropolitan venues for the last 8.5 years. The eventual catalogue is being finalised in consultation with George Robinson, our original film librarian. Accessioning and maintenance of our museum cinema posters collection is ongoing. Keith is also engaged in preparing classics of the silver screen advertising graphics for the sessions conducted at the Signet Cinema. Work on cataloguing the handbook collection has also continued over the summer break. Nearly 1,000 items have now been sorted, stored in filing cabinets, and entered into a database. The librarians, Beth McKechnie and Trevor Kelly, have been delighted that members requesting handbooks have obtained them in real time, rather than undertaking a frantic scrabble through boxes and files. This leaves only the books in the film storeroom, which are already sorted, to be catalogued. Concurrently, we are working on scanning a wealth of ABC photos and papers from the estate of long-serving production member, the late David Meadowcroft. So far 300 slides and 200 photographs have been processed. This collection is important because it shines a light on the era before and after videotape use, involving many local productions for drama, education, rural, current affairs, music and light entertainment. Our museum will be able to provide a valuable resource to researchers in the future. There were several other notable activities that took place in the last few months at Sunset. We had a visit from the Honourable Bill Marmion, the member for Nedlands, who was very supportive of what we were doing. Tim O'Day installed an extension to our wireless network to enable us to access our server when using the laptops in different parts of the building. The 2 extender units were supplied as a part of our Lottery West grant from 2019. John Quick installed lush red curtains as a backdrop in the main hall, assisted by the 2 Jerrys. The curtains formed the backdrop for the 2019 Picture Palaces of Perth exhibit and were gifted to us by the City of Melville at its conclusion. Installing the curtain television equipment required moving Channel 7's first videotape machine, the TRT-1B, 2-inch quad machine, one of the 1-inch C format machines, and the video disc recorder and replay machine. These were all reassembled along one wall of the main hall after the curtains had been installed. We also had a huge donation of film and television equipment from the deceased estate of Tony Munday. Sadly, on the 28th of January 2020, Tony Munday passed away in his 90th year. Tony was a program maker and producer from Perth who worked extensively in Hong Kong and locally. The Pictures in Motion Film and Television Museum is most grateful for this wonderful donation. This enormous collection arrived in numerous road cases and consisted of much lighting equipment and cameras, both electronic and film. The collection has grown considerably since the museum came into being. It not only tracks the history through documents, images, posters, film and videotape, but also represents the respective entertainment industries by an ever-increasing array of equipment used in the production and presentation of both cinema and television content. Not only a storehouse of memorabilia that conjures up a nostalgia for a bygone era, but a wonderful preservation of our past, all being kindly curated and catalogued by veterans of these industries and volunteers who willingly donate their valuable time to this most worthy cause.